Well, the season has come down to this, the final race of the championship 2021. We're here in Abu Dhabi, what should hopefully be a fantastic end to the season. I'm Kemal, your commentator for today's race, and I'm glad to be here in the commentary box to bring you all the action of Abu Dhabi. While yes, the Drivers' Championship is already wrapped up, folks, for winning it all the way back in Brazil, we've still got a three-way battle for second between Revo, David Serracchiara and Blair Sonic. Blair Sonic 25 points back. He needs to win, with both Serracchiara and Revo not scoring points to take second. Revo, of course, he's in second, so he's got the highest chance of getting that position. With David Serracchiara in third, he's 15 points back. That's also going to be a bit of a challenge, but not as much of a challenge as Blade Sonic. Now, of course, that is one battle going on the drivers. The biggest battle here for the constructors could be the battle here for third place and also for fifth. So yeah, Mercedes on 245 points, Renault on 211. Renault still mathematically in a chance to take third place this race. As well, in the battle for fifth, with Dragon Racing versus Red Bull, only 3 points separating them two teams, and they are pretty close to this part of the season. So I bet this will be going very close, possibly down the wire for these positions. As per usual, we've got soft, medium and hard for our tyre compound. Medium's looking to be the best in performance, however the tyre life of the hards in Abu Dhabi seems to be really good today. So it is the starting grid for today's Grand Prix. Ultra takes pole from Jensen Olsen, who rounds off the front row, and then it is a solid performance here. It's David Serracchiara and Mark Sadley third and fourth, solid qualifying for them two. Then it's Revo and Ocampo, and then we have got Blade Sonic and Lamb Farm. Of course, Blade Sonic will be happy with that position. We've got Don Verdetto, Carlos Eduardo, that is there to round up the top 10. Then with Vinayak and Tom Leon. Tom Leon obviously won't be happy with his qualifying. And then we've got Versio and Demi Castro, a pretty average qualifying from them too. And then it's Cable and Stevie Headley. Cable not having a good qualifying as per usual. Then we've got Ahmed Zilla and Delivery, who were the top two in Q3. Then it's Akari Star and Matthew Hart, two Salvers. We'll have 20th and the final row, Tad Van Horn and Daniel Bontasaro. So as we head trackside for today's race, let's have a look at the track map. The Abu circuit has 16 corners, 2 DRS zones and a lap distance of 3.281 miles. Best overtaking opportunities will be into turn 5 and into turn 9. As you can see, that's 16 corners displayed right there. And overall, there isn't much elevation change. Now also, as expected in this country, in the United Arab Emirates, we've got hot temperatures and there is no rain expected. It is going to be a fully dry race, which will be good for the drivers. And with that, let's get these 20 laps started, as now we head down to the track where the race will begin. Here we are, everyone. The final race of the season is among us. 5 red lights to the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go, and just look at that start off the front for Jensen Olsen. Incredible getaway, but into turn 1, the outside line not going to help. Ultra keeps the lead, and that is the best start he could get there. David Serracchiara looking on the attack to try and get past Olsen, while also defending from Mark Sadley, but down the inside of turn 5, Olsen sending it and is up into the lead of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And yep, Ultra drops P2, but it looks like he's got more speed down the straight. He's got a chance to try and move up into first position once again. This is the corner where Serracchiara and Ultra made contact back in 2019, and there's contact between Olsen and Ultra this time. But this time as well, no one got a penalty or anything like that. No one went off the track. Adelaide, though, taking advantage of this, moving up into second, trying to go for first here, down the inside. That other McLaren is through into the lead. Serracchiara gets past Olsen. Olsen's dropped 2 places on the race start. And yeah, Adelaide did not expect to see him leading this race. The 3-time race winner going against the 3-time world champion right now. Meanwhile, Ocampo moving up into 4th. He's had a good start there, trying to take that place back, but dropping down to 5th. Olsen back up ahead. Blade Sonic in P6 at the moment. Revo's got some work to do. He's currently in 7th place, and I think as it stands, he will be V3 in the championship and not P2. Here is Rainbow, round the outside of Ocampo, possibly, no. Staying down P6, but he's got to try and get a move on. Ocampo going for the lunge. That stops Rainbow from getting the move, and it gives Ocampo a chance at trying to get up into 4th. Meanwhile, Davey Saracchiera, he's up at the 2nd. He's made up a place there on Ultra Row. And here we go. Down the inside, possibly for the Mercedes. And he's going to send it there. The 2 bang wheels there. Like into the next corner. What is going on right now here in Abu Dhabi? Lam Fong alongside Olsen. Fong trying to go to the left. Olsen in the middle. And there we go. The left was a better option. And that is Fong back up into 4th. What a race we're having out in front right now between these drivers. UK Ball's down P21, only driver to opt for the hard tyres today, and his pace is completely gone. Start P15, now down to 21st. Davey Saracchiera leading this race. This is perfect for him. He's got a good chance to claim 2nd Drivers' World Championship here. If I'm not mistaken, I'm sure he has the disadvantage into this Grand Prix. So that does also mean for Davey Saracchiera, he's got to get a move on. Like, really got to get a move on after the disaster of last race. So here we go, down the straight after turn 5, in the run down to turn 6. Let's just see what Adelaide can do. He's got that DRS at over 300 kilometers per hour. He's going to send it down the inside of that Mercedes in the 2, make contact. Adelaide's off, but he range on the track. He takes the lead as well. And Ultra's got a chance now to try and get ahead of Marcus Adelaide. I mean, yeah, Saracchiera, in fact, going for Adelaide as well. Okay, that is perfect for Ultra. The 2 people there made contact and he took advantage. He got past both of them. That is Adelaide and Saracchiera officially overtaken there. Now, just what will Saracchiera do in response? Well, first of all, he tries to get up at the 2nd, forced to the outside, off the track as well a little bit. Adelaide back up into 2nd place as Ultra continues to pull away. We're now on the 4th lap of 20 here in Abu Dhabi, and this battle's still going on. No one can even predict a race winner at this stage because the whole top part of the grid is so close together. Now, I will say Adelaide has got to get a move on though, because he is starting to fall away from Ultra. So the only way I can imagine McLaren or Mercedes, just anyone other than Ferrari getting the win today is through strategy and staying within DRS. That is going to be the most important thing today in the Grand Prix. Oh, off the track there goes Marcus Adelaide, going too wide there. He went way too wide and it has cost him. Ocampo moves up into 2nd place and Ultra's right behind him. And as we also look here, Lam Fong's up into 3rd. He was in that position in Japan for quite a while. Adelaide's down to 5th. What a disastrous 4th lap for him. Oh my god. Saracchiera's in 4th position. Adelaide's going to try and go for it. The 2 hit each other again. Saracchiera staying in 4th without the race there. Oh wait, what was that? It's Blake Sonic who's out. And this here is handing the 5th place in the constructors to Red Bull as it stands. Dragon have a 3-point advantage over Red Bull, and Red Bull currently looking to score 18 points. And Red Bull, they've decided to pit Ocampo. Adelaide also came in the pit as well. Under virtual safety car, many other drivers as well, but they're not gaining advantages really. And Adelaide's held them all up there. But this here, this is a very interesting strategy. But could this here guarantee a win for Ocampo? Well, we'll have to find out because strategy obviously can very much shift the race. Ultra could still have the better strategy for all we know. But if we look at the tyres of Lam Fong, yep, they're starting to wear out, 58%. Which means Ocampo's going to have a pretty good undercut. Not only is he going to have that tyre offset for now, he's obviously not lost so much time in the pits. So, he's currently sitting 12 seconds back on our race leader. Here's UK Ball sending it on the inside of Thierry Headley. He's up into 12. Oh wait, who's that off the track? Theo, what's happened to him? Obviously, only just rejoined the track right there. Daniel Boxarov come on the track there. But yeah, no yellow flag. That's a little bit weird, that. Quite weird. And Lampong right behind Ultra Pro at the moment. Can that Renault possibly try and get ahead of the Ferrari? Of course, tyres are wearing out, so that's obviously going to hinder the performance. As a virtual safety car out again, Thierry Henley's out this race. That's a second retirement. And I can't see where the car is. Oh, there it is. Wait, no, that's not even the right car. Okay. I don't know what's going on. No one's opted for the pitch yet. Ahmed Silazid and Akari. Matthew Hart staying out under the VSC. This is good track position for him. But yeah, we've got now 2 retirements in this race. As you go, UK Ball coming out the pits now. He's on hard tyres. Bogdasarov on a softs. But no, softs too hard. I don't know why UK Ball came in the pits, to be honest, because he's already on hards. But he just came in for another pair. So let's just see what happens with the Britain then. Meanwhile, Ultra's got a good lead. Adelaide though, sorry, Olsen, sorry, he's on second. Going for Ultra now. And he's went right within a second of that Ferrari. These two are very close to each other now. Olsen on the back of Ultra Pro. Ultra not going to try and give us one up. And in the middle, in third second, sorry, Lam Fong hitting the wall there. And he's lost multiple places because of that contact. Not what he needed right now. Olsen staying out for another lap. Ramos got up in the third, which is golden for him in this championship. Sergio comes in the pits. He needs to get this undercut on Ravo, or else he is not getting P2 in this in the Drivers' Championship. The number 91 coming out on fresh soft tyres, so he's obviously on a 2-stop strategy at least. Meanwhile, where is Ocampo in all this? Yeah, Ocampo's here. He got obviously around a second or two to Adelaide at the moment, but he's not managed to gain on Ultra Pro, which means Red Bull may not have the best strategy right now. Of course, he did get pretty lucky with that virtual safety car, but as you can see, his pace just isn't there at the moment. Will Jens also have DRS? I don't think he will, no. He's lost it. Now Ultra is free to pull away. Of course, he's very clearly been the quickest driver this Grand Prix, being on mediums and still being fast on the soft tyres overall. And there we go, Ocampo finally breaking underneath 12 seconds now, possibly under 11 towards Ultra, and yes, he has done that easily. Now will Ultra come in the pits? It looks like he might with the line he's taking here. This is not your traditional line. There we go, he's coming to pits, and Jens Olsen now takes the lead of this race. Remember, he started in P2 on the front row of the grid. Remember that. As Carson Wano will have to try and defend from Ocampo. He's got no business with that Red Bull anyways. But yeah, Red Bull currently going to be relying on Ocampo. In the third sector, something has happened. I don't know where, but something has occurred. Oh jeez! Oh my. Okay, Akari Sato is the wrong way round. He's trying to get back onto the track, but he has got Verstio and Daniel Boxarov coming. He's got to be quick, and he's managed to just get that car sped up. Of course, Verstio and Boxarov, they are slowed down as a result. As I did not see this, Olsen now right on the back of Ravo, but Ravo is the one who has gotten ahead of him. So now the McLaren has got to try and fight this one. Nothing he can do in turn 9. De Vendetto, in his final race for Mercedes, is currently in third. What he needs right now is a virtual safety car to come out right as he's in the pits. As in the third sector, Olsen has hit the wall. De Vendetto on the back of him, getting slowed down as well. That's going to really affect his result at the moment. As Sebastian Campo, 62%. His tyres are wearing out. And I don't know if you're going to catch the guys in front. As there we go. Nice move on De Vendetto there to get up at the second. As both Olsen and De Vendetto come in the pits. De Vendetto in for mediums and Olsen in for softs. And there we go, it's Olsen who gets out ahead. De Vendetto can't make any gains there. Ultra now 10 seconds off of Ocampo. Ocampo will definitely have one more stop to make. Ultra on the other hand, he can get to the end of this race. He can get to the end of them tyres. There will be very much worn, but it is possible. As David Ricciardo on softs has got to utilise them as he's enabling his DRS. This is a good chance for him to get ahead on that Ferrari. There we go, down the inside, going in the same corner where these two made contact, in the same formation. But this time Ricciardo gets ahead before the corner. And there we go. He's took that place nicely. Ultra though, he's not going to back down without a fight. As there we go, DRS and DRS, the big lethal combo, almost 330 km per hour there. And nonetheless, he gets through. Now, can Ricciardo fight back? Looks like he will try and fight back here. These two still side by side in Abu Dhabi, even when they're not fighting for the championship against each other. Oh my, I just can't believe how they're going side by side here with no contact at all. Anyways, we've reached lap 10 now, and Rainbow's still using that soft tyre, medium tyre, sorry. As right behind him, we have got Sebastian Ocampo. Ocampo is catching, as you can see by the gap there. Not enough for DRS at the moment, but he is very, very close. Rainbow's tyres on 31%. He's really trying to extend them. Ocampo's are on 49. It is no surprise Ocampo is quicker right now. No surprise at all, as Ricciardo is overtaken there. Eduardo's up into 4th. Actually, might have just been 4th. Oops. As Hugo Ultra down the inside, and he takes 4th place. David Ricciardo still needs to get ahead of Eduardo. There we go, pulling over to the right. DRS checkpoint has been hit, and there we go. DRS is active. And now David Ricciardo is able to fight Ultra once again. Ocampo now leads the race. This is good, because if Rainbow is going to get a high position, Ocampo should as well, assuming they both hit the slap onto the same tyre. So yeah, it's all to play for here in Abu Dhabi. There's no very clear winner of this race at the moment, as Ocampo's staying out and Rainbow coming in. Okay, Rainbow's in the pits, Adelaide's in the pits. Ultra's obviously staying out. He's got more than enough tyre life to get the end of this race. Now Ocampo has got a 4.2 second lead. But how much will that be by the end of this lap? As Eduardo was coming in, getting the... No, did not get a jump on Adelaide there. Oops. As he's in for softs. Ravos came out the pits on mediums. That's probably going to be a good indication for Ocampo what tyre he should be on. Now, it's clear he's going for a tyre advantage. So that's obviously why he stayed out. That free pit stop on the verge of safety car definitely helped him. Now Ricciardo, he's still in the fight as well for this race win. Don't count him out. Yes, he's 3 seconds off of Ocampo. His tyres though have got at least 2 laps of extra life compared to him. So he could definitely catch up to Ocampo, definitely. But I imagine Ocampo's going to come in the pit, so there's going to be no catching up there. Now obviously just think what they're going to do at Mercedes. Are they going to try and fight Ocampo by pitting the same sort of time as him, or are they going to go for the overcut and fight him later on? Well, that's all down to the strategists down at them teams. As into the pits comes Ocampo, possibly? No, he's staying out again. He's going for another lap. 34% on his tyres now. They're getting really, really worn. David Ricciardo's coming in the pits. He's went for the undercut, and he's going on to the mediums. This here could be a move that gives Ricciardo a possible race victory, assuming Ultra's tyres will struggle to make it to the end, because he seems to be absolutely golden to make it to the end of this race. His tyres doing well, 80%, and he's been on them for around like 4 1/3 laps. Meanwhile, I don't know how Ocampo's still leading this race. I don't understand how he's doing it. They're down 29% now, and there we go. Ultra has the DRS tax point, he's hit that, and he's got DRS. This is surely going to be the Colombian ahead of the Filipino driver into turn 9. Is he going to make a move? No, he's not. He's staying back. Lam Fong in P3 at the moment. Jensen Olsen in P4. Now I feel like they may start fighting soon if Olsen can catch up. The car is started into the pits for Sauber. Now there you can see the pit crew ready at the end, going on at mediums. Of course, teams have seen Rainbow do 10 laps on medium tyres, and it's very clearly showing right now. Mediums have good longevity, and yep, Red Bull put Ocampo onto the mediums. Now what about Ravo? He's had a 2-lap tire advantage. And there we go, he has passed the Filipino driver. Vinayak also in the pits as well, coming in for the second time. Obviously, mediums to mediums, as you can see. So yeah, mediums is the most common tire pit onto. Eduardo's been here up. He's been on his soft for 2 laps now. He's now up in the 10th position. And coming out of the pits behind him is Sebastian Ocampo. Now, can he even get to the end? Can he beat Ultra in this race? He's got a 5-lap tire advantage over that Colombian driver, who just needs to try and cruise to the end. And he's also got Salvo right behind him of Akari Sato, who is now lapped in this race. He's got more speed, but at the moment, by the looks of things, and he just can't use it. And also David Saracera, he's also ahead of Eduardo, but more importantly, is ahead of David Saracera. Eduardo moves up into 9th. Obviously, he'll be pitting again this race, and he will have the option to go at the softs, which is going to be massive for him in this Grand Prix. And Saracera looking for a move here. Oh, there's contact between him and Eduardo. The 2 Brazilians fighting very aggressively. Tom Leon down in 9th position. He could do Ocampo a favour and try and hold him up. As round the final corner, Eduardo and Tom Leon side by side. Tom Leon's got more car power. That's assisting him down the straight, and he's up into 8th. He maintained that position. Meanwhile, David Castro, he is just going to fall to these 3, who are absolutely rapid right now. All in one big fight, and Ocampo is going to join that fight as well, because he is in DRS detection range, which means, yep, he's there, and he's got the better tyres. He's got to try and do something now about it if he wants to try and get to the end of this race and win. Because, yeah, Ultra is losing a lot of time per lap as David Saracera moves through. He's benefiting the most there. And down the inside goes Eduardo. Castro drops down to P9. And he's going to soon drop down to P10. Because here is Ocampo. And he's getting ahead. Almost at the detection point. But no, he's dropped back. He has dropped. David Castro's up in the 8th position. And down the inside of Saracera, he's up in the 7th. I don't know how he's fighting all this when his tyres are very much worn. As here is Eduardo down the inside of the Haas. And Ocampo's also down the inside of the Haas, who now drops down to V10. Tom Leon struggling on the other hand. He's failed to stay within these guys. As, yep, he has properly dropped now. Lampfog in the pits, he's going on a soft with 6 laps to go. He can make the end of this race, I'm telling you that right now. You know, these guys all still fighting. It's costing them valuable time. Of course, they've got 6 laps to make up such a huge gap. I don't know if they can do it for all the fighting. I don't think so. You know, also, I think he's going to come in the pits, you know. Them tyres not making it to the end. Adelaide's aren't. They're going for a very late overcut then, I guess. As the Benedetto does drop down to P4, Ravo will also be looking to get up in the 4th position. The Benedetto surely he's going to try his best here to defend, but no, he's not even going to try it. As Ravo moves through into 4th and 3rd. There we go, it's now a Ferrari 1-3 here in Abu Dhabi, and they could be on for a 1-2 finish. Ravo having an excellent end to the season with that last race, and of course this race so far. He's been performing excellently, and it's been amazing to see as Meadow getting very aggressive defense on Mark Adelaide, who will be his teammate next season. So they're practicing, I guess. As they're going to Meadow moving off in the pits. He's come in. And for probably his final pit stop for Mercedes, it's softs. And there we go. He has pulled out of his pit box and he is ready to fight. So there we go. Where's he going to come out pits in? What position will he be in? As there we go. He's in 11th. 11th place is where he is. Now this here isn't really good news for Saracera, in case he might want to pit again. I don't think he should though. His tyres are already good enough. And now we'll come with 10 seconds back on Ultra Bro in the final 5 laps. He is pulling in a lot of time on the Colombian, who himself is losing a lot of time. Sorry about my voice is really cracked there. Sorry about that. So yeah, Karasato still stuck behind Ultra, which is showing right now. Sato should be lapping quicker than Ultra, but he's just not able to make that move to unlap because he just needs to get lapped straight after. Lap 17 we're on now, final 4 laps to this race, as Olsen's coming to pit, as well as Carlson Wada. No, that's not Carlson Wada, that's Daniel Bogsarov, sorry, down in P22. Now Olsen's came out of the pit on medium tyres. Bogsarov in for soft by the looks at, I think. Wait, are those? No, they're mediums. They put them on mediums to the end of this race. Ocampo now on the back of Max Adelaide, whose tyres are very worn. Into turn 5. Ocampo's still behind, but he's going to go for the move down the straight. Using that DRS well. He's got that rear wing flap open, but he can't get ahead. He's not managed to get that slipstream. He's going for the slipstream now, but he's not able to make a move up into third position just yet. Max Adelaide still in P3. Here is Ocampo. DRS X1, he's hit that. And through goes Ocampo up into third position. Now 9 seconds off to lead this race. He's got to do a lot of work here. Now his tyres are a pretty respectable 67%, now down to 66. Ultra's tyres are 63, no, they're 53. There's still a big disadvantage for Ultra on tyres. Meanwhile, I don't know what Rainbow's lap time's like, but I imagine they're going to start this worse as, yep, he's in the pit. Rainbow coming into the pit, and this is a good opportunity for Serkera. He needs to stay out to the end of this, and he's got to try and outscore Rainbow by a good margin here if he wants any chance of getting P2 in the World Drivers' Championship. Lam Fong up into 4th position. He can't get to the end of this race very well. It will be 6 laps on his softs. Eduardo's going to have to come in the pit, I think. They're down 32% of tyres. Maybe he can make it to the end, but it will be very close. Vinayak right behind him. He's in 6th. He's got that ERS, and he's pushing for the Williams. Of course, Renault, they've already secured P4 in the Constructors. Red Bull need to secure, though, this. They need to try and secure it. Like, they need to secure 5th. Like, if Ocampo does fall at the points, Tom Leon does stay where he is, well, let's just say Dragon would get 5th then. But if Tom Leon does score 3 points and Ocampo scores none, it would still go to Dragon, because they've got wins in the season when Red Bull do not. Yeah, I'm just saying some possible outcomes, but who knows what's going to happen. Ultra now leading on to the 19th lap of this race. Ocampo still trying his best to make some gains. The gap now 5.5 seconds. It is constantly coming down, and we could be seeing a battle to the end of this race, possibly. Meanwhile, David Serkera in 4th. He can't be having that. He needs to try and get ahead of Fong. But Fong, it will be a lot quicker on that soft tyre. So that is going to be a very difficult thing for David Serkera, as Rainbow is in 9th position. Demedel is ahead of him. Obviously, 2-lap tyre advantage, as Vinayak and Eduardo fighting, as Vinayak finally caught up. As it is Vinayak and Demedel, both with DRS on Eduardo. Demedel gets past both of them, it looks like, into the chicane, as he needs to try and secure a good result in his final race for Mercedes. Like, come on, please. I hope both the Mercedes get good results today, because, you know, their last race with them. As Dr. Demedel here has got DRS, and he's got it on Olsen. Of course, Olsen starting in 2nd. He has not had a good race at all. As yellow flags in the middle sector. Where's this come from? I don't know, but the yellow flags have been cleared. So I don't know at all what that could have been. But looking at this, onto the final lap of this race, with a 3.2 second lead, it is Ultra, and Ocampo's not gained enough on that previous lap to be able to make the race win possible. It just seems impossible now. In fact, he could even fall to Lam Fong, who is charging on the softs. Not going to get DRS here. Ocampo will. He's going to get it off Karasato, and there we go. But he's been held up massively there. So Lam Fong is going to have a really good chance to get up into 2nd place. He can do it. But not going to do it there. But Ultra, He's not had a good part of the sector there. He's now got that lead down to 2 seconds. 2.2, sorry. And Lanfong, he's going to run out of opportunities. I don't know if there are any more opportunities to make an overtake. To me, it looks like he's going to stay in 3rd place unless he can do something about this, as he's tried to get close to the Filipino driver. But here we go. Ultra Bro defying the typical strategy he took here on a one-stopper. He wins the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and makes it 3 wins in a row to end off the season. Ocampo only just holds on for 2nd. Jensen Olsen fast lap of the race and he gets P4. Davis Arquera and Dominic Verdell in their last race for Mercedes, 5th and 6th respectively. Revo is 7th. Adelaide's 8th from Vinayak and Wadu, who does score points at the end of it after 10 laps on softs. Jesus. Castro finishes 11th from Ahmed Silla and Tom Leon. Tom Leon trying that one stop, but just didn't work out. And also, this result does mean Red Bull take P5 of the constructors off of Dragon Racing, as Tom Leon crossed the line. He even had front wing damage as well. Then it's Versio. Taco Van Horn's going to finish this one 15th possibly, unless UK Mall can make a last minute move. Round the outside here at the penultimate corner, still trying to fire around the outside, but I think Van Horn's got it. Van Horn might have got it. UK Mall quicker, but it's not enough to take it at the end. Matthew Hart will finish P17 from livery, as Akari Sato and Daniel Boxar both had a bad race there, both lap down. Boxar though used to it. Here it is, your podium for the final race of the season. We've got 3 different constructors and 3 different nationalities. And of course 3 different drivers. That's obviously the case all the time. So yeah, Ultra, your winner today for Ferrari. He takes an excellent victory. That expands his championship gap to an incredibly high amount. Of course, doesn't matter, he was crowned the champion at the end of Brazil. And for Sebastian Ocampo, he's delivered what he needed to. He gets another podium in the season and also single-handedly secures Red Bull P5 in the constructors. An incredible effort from them, and Red Bull will be happy to have maintained that. And also for Lanfong, he gets an excellent result with P3, so close to 2nd place in the end of it. So close, yet so far, they say, he just couldn't quite grasp onto it. And with that, we're done. Let's listen to the Colombian national anthem. Ultra wins the race from Ocampo and Fong. Then we have Jensen Olsen, Davis Arquera, Dominic Verdell. There's Revo, Box, Adelaide, Vinayak, Carlos and Wado, David Castro, Ahmed Silla, Tom Leon, Versio, Taco Van Horn, UK Mall, Matthew Hart, Livery, Karasato, Daniel Bogdasarov, with Stevie Hadley and Blade Jack Sonic retiring from the race. And with that, the fantastic season we've had comes to a close. It's been 18 incredible races, and it's sad to see it end now. But we'll be back next year, in 2022, when F1 Classic returns. Have a good winter break.